two were best friends since you were 15 years old. That's a friendship you can't replace. Yeah, go ahead.
After all this happened, we had conversations afterward because he called me when we got called into the office. And we talked about still working this out, still being cool. And he even asked me, let's come up with the story to save his job. And that's what we did. I was at work. We talked on the phone. And I said, hey, I'm going to say this. You say this so you can keep your job and she can keep her job. I was under the assumption that, yeah, I messed up, but we were going to be cool. We were going to work it out.
Mr. Contreras, how many fish are there in the sea?
Oh, there's a lot.
Yeah, right? I mean,
But at the time, I was going through divorce.
I understand.
New coworker paying attention to me. Any man would have been like, oh, there's another girl paying attention to him. Okay. I'm not saying I know my fault, and I know where I messed up.
This was a woman. I'm not going to say she was your girl. This was a woman you knew your best friend, had butterflies for.
Yeah, and I made a mistake. Don't get me, and I even told him that when he came to my job and we talked in the patrol car. I told him I made a mistake.
Okay.
I told him I would do whatever it takes to get his friendship back. I would do whatever, and I told him all this.
Can this friendship be salvaged?
And then after that is when it escalated.
Mr. Ramirez, why not look to this long-term friendship and say, you know what, he admits he messed up, he did something wrong?
Because if this was to happen again, now that he's proven that he's able to do this to me after 20 years, I don't want a two-faced backstabber in my life like that. No,
I just want to point out when folks give us their text messages and they've changed the name of the person in the phone.
Because it's
this
true.
one was G-rated, though, I got to give it to you, but you changed his name to Backstabber in your phone.
That's what he is.
If you look at my phone, he's still under Steve.
But you're still Steven, right? I mean,
well, he can call me whatever he wants, and I don't care.
No, I understand that. Is there a path to redemption for him?
No, I don't want this.
Hold on. For you, this is the end of the relationship.
Yeah, like I said, he's demonstrated that he's able to do that to me, to do it to his ex-wife, and he's known me longer than his ex-wife, or than his ex-wife. So it's
All right, so you're basing this on what you say is a broader pattern beyond just you. Is there a path to civility for the two of you? Is there a path to going from backstabber and mortal enemies to
I mean, if it means that much, I'll change backstabber back to Daniel.
I mean, would that be a small step towards maybe?
I'm not gonna try and contact him.
Can you respect that?
Yeah, that's why after the whole threat and everything, after all that, after the last conversation, I didn't talk to him. He brought up my ex-wife. Yeah, we're talking, we're gonna work it out, and I even spoke to her this morning. And I told her after 20 years, after I admitted my guilt and I apologized and I saved his job and I did not press any charges against him for criminal offense or anything, I told her, if it takes one female to ruin a 20-something-year friendship, then I'm cool with it. I don't need a friend like that.
I was stepping beyond our role because to me, this relationship is worth more than $2,300 or $2,400.
I know,
but I
really
also
sad.
respect the two of you feeling the way you do. So I'm going to go ahead and open this back up.
How much did you actually pay towards the loan? I think I'm confused about that.
I got paid a couple $100.
A couple hundred. So if he said that you only paid $200, does that sound about right?
Yeah. But like I said, I was going through divorce. They changed all my bank accounts. I was behind in my car payment, behind in my bills. Then my father was moving out, so I took over the mortgage and everything. So I had a big old pile of stuff on top of trying to take care of him. And that's why I let him know, hey, I just need some time. He said, okay, or whatever his response was. And then I get served at work, so.
Yeah, but
it's kinda like,
over 4 months, though?
I think we have it. We wish we could do some repair work here, but obviously that's not going to work. So we're going to excuse both of you while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you both very much.
This courtroom is now in recess. Gentlemen, we'll have you wait outside.
Despite the valiant effort at trying to restore some communication and friendship between the two of the defendants, I don't think that that's in the cards, certainly at this point. I think the plaintiff appropriately feels that he was betrayed under the circumstances, and the betrayal is no defense to the fact that he owes this money. The only question I think that we would have to even look at is whether the lawsuit is premature. But I think under the circumstances, the defendant's posture is, I can't pay it now. I got too many other things on my mind. So I think we can consider it a completed breach, and I would award the plaintiff the full amount that he's asking for.
I would agree with that.
I agree. I think backstabbing may be reprehensible, but it's not a defense to a loan. So
we have a verdict.
We do.
In favor of the plaintiff, $2,360.
Agreed.